Head UTSA women's basketball coach Karen Aston in camera center. On camera left, sophomore forward Idara Udo. On camera right, redshirt senior guard forward Jordyn Jenkins, following a 79-36 victory over Sam Houston. Coach, you can start us off with opening statement.
I didn't know Jordyn was a guard forward.
I am.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a good win. I think the thing I'm most pleased about was our start and our finish. As a coach, you'll nitpick a little bit about certain things, but tough game. We came back from Puerto Rico, and I thought we had a little bit of a lag coming back, recovering from it. And then just the finals coming up, I think it was a tough week for us practice-wise, but proud of how we started and how we finished was really good.
Unofficially, I'm still looking into it to verify and make sure, but it looks like first time in program history, back-to-back 30-plus point wins over a Division I program. What does that mean?
I just think that, obviously we're getting better. And I'm proud of where we are, but I also think that we're playing a little bit harder, longer. Maybe last year this wouldn't have been the difference in the score, but again, I look at the way our young kids came in the fourth. Good experience for them, and our defense, I would say, has been the most pleasing thing. It's been pretty solid now for about maybe 4 or 5 games.
Jordyn, another double-double for you, and your 1,500th career point scored. I know you don't really keep track of that kind of stuff. It's my job. But is there something sentimental about hitting a milestone like that?
Yeah, it just means that my college career is coming to an end in a way, I guess. But no, I think it's really cool. I know a lot of really good college players are hitting the 2,000 mark kind of around, so I guess that could be another goal that I have, just, keep building and keep getting better.
Our 7-game winning streak, that's the program's longest since 2013, 2014. And you've been a key piece of this rebuild coming in. Now you're a sophomore. What's it like to be a part of really laying the foundation here with what UTSA is trying to build?
I think it's very special. I think it's an experience that I wish everybody could experience. I'm just so honored to come in here every day with the teammates I have, with the coaching staff we have, and just work hard, because it takes hard work to do the things we've been doing and getting the winning streak.
Cash-in chain on your birthday. Was that a goal of yours? Was that a birthday wish, or did that just sort of happen?
That was the birthday genies for sure. It just all worked out really good. Honestly, I'm really happy with that.
All right, Coach Aston, at the beginning of this game, you received an award, Coach of the Year award. With your time here at UTSA, what does that mean to you?
First of all, if you get that, your team probably did something right. So, you always appreciate the players that put the effort into the body of work, which is a whole year. And then, just peers voting on things are always humbling, and I appreciate it. I thought our team made history last year, and that's part of what that experience is about when you have a team that does something special.
Yeah, definitely. And ladies, you are currently sitting at the top of for the American Athletic Conference now with a 7-game winning streak. How does that make you all feel? And do you ladies feel more pressure to stay on top?
Personally, I try not to look too much into the rankings, but I think that our record and our hard work is kind of shown for us to be number one. But it can change really fast, and we're not even in conference yet, so we're just worried about the little things that we need to take care of so that we can continue to be number one when it really matters.
I would agree with Jordy. I feel like more beyond the rankings and all that, I think we're just working on pushing and moving forward, moving the needle, because when it gets to conference, we know it's going to be hard, and we just got to stay ready for that.
Thank you, ladies.
Karen, I wanted to ask, on the road trip out to New Mexico State and UTEP, 2 pretty good offensive teams you played out there, put some points up on the road runners, but ever since then, you guys have locked down, I think you're holding teams to under 45 points now after what happened today. And the shooting percentages over the last 4 are something like 32%, if math is right. What has happened to this team to generate that kind of defense in the last four games?
I honestly think that we just reassessed when we came back from UTEP. Our defense was maybe a little bit too scout-based up until that point, and from a coaching staff perspective, we just kind of looked at that and said, okay, what's going on here? And we sort of just went back to fundamentals and basics, and I think it's paid off in a sense of maybe with it, having as many young players as we do, maybe not making them think quite so much about personnel and what the play is and all of that, and just getting back to the basics of concepts helped our team a little bit. I think our press is getting better. I think there's some things that are getting much better, but we need to take some really big steps to me in the next couple of weeks. I know we have a lot of games kind of crammed into. After we get through the finals week, we have 3 games in 8 days or 6 days, something like 6 days maybe. But to be honest with you, I'm more worried about what we're doing in the next 2 weeks to get better to prepare for conference play. And whatever happens in these 3 games, it just happens, because our focus really needs to be on preparation for December 29th.
What do you think about that? Just the last 4 games, you guys have not given up anything scoring-wise from the opponent. What do you think is happening with your teammates? Y'all seem to be very connected out there. People are talking, moving around, and picking up a cutter when one goes to the rim. What's going on out there right now?
I think we've just been keying in. I think that along with the coaches, the team realized that our defense was something that we needed to take more pride in. Just working hard on it in practice, and I think that we've been focusing a lot more on like the little things, being in help, being in the gap, rotating, carrying a hand on the ball, mirroring the ball, stuff like that. I think that we're just being more detailed with our defense, and I think it showed.
Anything else?
Coach, can you, this team hasn't won 7 in a row in a long time. It's probably 3 or 4 years. What do you make of your team's streak?
Did you say 10 years?
13, 14 is the last.
Yeah.
Okay, that's been.
Yeah, it's 10 years.
Yeah.
Just work. I mean,
It's just work.
It's just you put the work in, and again, I'm super excited about where we are, just because there were these same type of games last year that we didn't have it in us to win, and I think we've just grown up. I think we've matured in our approach. They might not think I think that, because I did not think we had a very good week of practice. I didn't think it was a super mature week of practice, but I do think that in essence the team has matured. I think that the addition of Nina at the point guard position has really made a big difference in our maturity. You can see that. Maya's grown up, Lex has grown up, Idara maybe grew up a little bit, but they're we're a little bit more mature, so we can handle situations a little bit better than what we have. So, obviously we've got a really big test next weekend that will test our maturity enormously, but again, the most important thing to me is that we get ready for conference play, and we have a lot of things in the next couple of weeks, because the turnaround's so quick when you come back from Christmas that those practice days are not really very productive, really. You're turning right around. You come home from a holiday and you're turning around playing in conference play. So to me, what we do the next 2 weeks is critical for whether we're ready for Charlotte or not.
I had one for y'all. So it's so much fun watching you two. It's fun watching you coach, Coach Aston. And I wanted to ask, how important and vital is the chemistry off the court, bringing that into play onto court? I know you guys are very close. Y'all work out together, y'all hang out together. How important and how does that translate into gameplay?
I think it's really important. I think starting off in the summer, we, hung out a lot outside of basketball, and I think that chemistry is now catching up to us. You know, like we all like live together and things like that and do things off the court, but it's really fun in the games, and like I try to like lighten the mood a little bit and like, you know, talk to my teammates, entertain them or whatever, but it's fun. It's fun to laugh on the court, and once you're kind of feeling light, then playing starts to become easier.
I have to agree with that. I think another thing is that like we're just not like forced to hang out with each other. Like we just choose to hang out with each other. Like different people take turns cooking. Like we have dinner together. We watch movies, stuff like that. And I think that we just have a really special bond that's like unbreakable. And I think that it just adds to what we do on the court, and it makes it fun to watch and fun to play with my teammates.
All right, thumbs up.
The academic schedule here for the school, I mean, you guys are going through a pretty tough period here with a lot of papers and things were due last week. You got finals next week. I saw a lot of exuberance out there on the court. Was that maybe just kind of a release from all the pressures that y'all are feeling in the classroom in a way?
Yes, that was definitely a release of pressure in the classroom, pressure in life, honestly. I just think that it's just fun. I don't know, it's just fun I'm just an emotional person. I feel like it just makes the game like more fun, and like I'm a very like animated person, and
She
The
does that
games are
anyway.
supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun today.
Anything you're stressed out about should
And it was your
be
birthday.
released.
So.
Birthday buckets.
Birthday buckets.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Yes,
Thank y'all for coming.